Admiration. It doesn't need perfect grammar, flawless syntax, or the right diction. All it needs is meaning.
November 2nd, 2012. Dear Justin, what is it like there? Is it like what you thought it would be?
Letters allow us to relive history.
How are you doing in boot camp so far?
By filling in the gaps and holes with vowels and consonants.
I have 2 cousins that went to boot camp. Boot camp sounds hard. Is it as hard as it sounds? How many push-ups do you have to do in one day?
Every question has an answer, and every letter has a lesson. The delivery sometimes isn't perfect, but the message always is.
Dear Justin, we miss you.
We can't wait till you come back.
I hope you like boot camp.
And we hope you make it to Marines.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Sincerely,
your friend, Carabaya. Colonel Cousins.
It's a special day for the students in Mrs. Reed's 5th grade class at William Tell Elementary. The recipient of those letters finally returned to sender.
We had special guests today.
All 25 of them.
Everybody knows Justin. Justin is back from boot camp, and he came to see you guys. And he also brought along his recruiter, Sergeant Basham.
Knowing you guys would still write me when I was in boot camp made my days go by.
94 days to be exact. Over the last 13 weeks and change, 19-year-old Justin Peter became Private Justin Peter. His mailing address, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina. His mailbox there was stuffed. Private Peter had a class of curious kids handwriting him letters, more than 100 of them, as if to remind him of why he became a Marine to begin with.
My little 8-year-old brother would like to be a server of our country just like you. I told him my teacher's kid is in the Marines, and he looked confused.
It's hard interviewing a teacher between the hours of 7 and 3.
Shh. Guys, lips are zipped.
But like any good educator, Mrs. Reed made each letter a lesson.
We were able to learn about how to write a friendly letter.
And how many letters did you end up writing?
13.
The kids were actually able to write a letter to someone that they knew.
Why did you write so much?
As often as he could, Private Peter would write back.
When I received that letter, I understood that he was having a hard time, which he should be having a hard time, and adjusting and everything. But as each letter came, you could hear the maturity and the confidence and everything in all of his other letters. November 27th, 2012, Justin. 5th graders received your letters today.
We was all happy and could not wait to hear it.
They had me read it to them 3 times. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you in about 40 days.
Before shipping out in October, Private Peter stopped in to visit. 3 months later, he came back for a little show and tell.
Did you expect what was going to happen on your first day?
And a lot of Q&A.
Stepping on those yellow footprints, you're standing there, and all of a sudden you're just like, you lose everything out of your head. And you're standing there just like, what'd I get myself into?
Peter had an answer to every question.
What, did you see any of the alligators?
No, I never saw any alligators.
Even questions that would impress a reporter.
How happy are you with your decision to go to the Marines?
I wouldn't change it now. I'm glad I joined.
On this day, Mrs. Reed's 5th grade class is very well behaved. Maybe it's because her only son, her Marine, is rubbing off on them.
Being Justin's mom, these letters helped me get through the 13 weeks of having Justin gone. Having these 25 students in my room, being able to go through this with me, helped a lot. It was a great experience for not only myself as a mom and as an educator, but also for these students here.
10 and 11-year-olds, barely old enough to understand why we need Marines like Private Justin Peter in Afghanistan. But if you look closely, buried in the margins, there's plenty of admiration.